Alright, welcome back gang to another Natred review. My name is Natred, and today we're going to be reviewing some more tape of myself. This is out at the local park. We have a triple charted park, so we do all the games. Here we are playing under the BEL rule set. I am on the left in the purple, Angus is on the right in the red, and yeah, doing some board sparring. This was, if you can tell by the timestamp already, this was a bit of a grinder of a fight here, so let's go ahead and take a watch. I haven't watched this yet. I've saved this one for review, so let's see.
Yep.
So generally things I've been working on, staying tighter, staying taller. So Angus almost picks up the arm there on me. I'm going to be kind of hypercritical of myself. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting kind of thick lately, a little bit unintentionally. And I'm not sure if it's just because, like, I'm try-harding and not taking shots. This looks like it might have bounced off my glove and grazed my forearm and gone to shield. There's definitely one interaction near the end of this where I really want to look into a arm shot that I called light on. I get caught reaching there. This is always scary for me. Angus is a very phenomenal fighter. His movement is very good. He's dominant right-handed, but generally fights lefty. And yeah, you see me do a lot of this here whenever I get down an arm. If I were in the board
In this
matchup,
context, is the Simo 0
yeah,
all or 1-1?
even if we're both armed, I tend to just try to dive for a reset there because I'm so much more confident in my board game than I am in my single game. Chopping arms again. Close, close, close. And again, this might not be the funnest part of the stream to watch because I'm going to get real granular with it because I'm really trying to investigate myself and how I move. And I think here I'm just able to kind of fake Angus out. And part of what you get by staying as high as I've been trying to stay, ha 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 ha. Yeah, that whole there's this old schlack about how practicing single sword is good for every style, and that's just incredibly true. But I think part of what I'm gaining from fighting from more upright is when I do go for these big reaches, they're a lot more unexpected. And you can see Angus is already reading that I'm coming in. Boom, he's planting. He's starting to reverse out, but his guard is caved into his chest, and I'm able to pick up the belly swipe here.
8-1.
Single sword is the only real fighting. Every other piece of gear you pick up while you're fighting single sword is just ways to cheat while fighting single sword. Yep, very slick here. This is a lot of the shit that I've been trying to work, or I think Angus should be working a lot on, is just really quick set and throws. And like he's definitely getting there. He works a lot on his footwork. His footwork's getting really elusive. I do not like how much of a reach this is outside of his shield, but yeah, he hits me right on that rotator cuff line. Scores the kill. 1-1. Oops. Don't like that I'm chasing here. Again, it's just like me trying to fight more upright because when I get into these situations like here, where I am like basically in a running stance, it is so hard for me to break that inertia moving forward. Like I'm doing good, I'm taking nice short steps here, keeping my feet underneath me, but yeah, it's just a lot of mass. See my ass jiggle there? Watch it. Look at my ass jiggle. Oh, oh, damn, he juicy though. Yeah, it comes under and hits the front of my thigh. Managed to clean it up. Angus kind of got square there with his feet. Not really squared up. Just kind of got low into his stance. Probably kills mobility a little bit. And you will see me, I believe, do this a lot. Angus has so much mobility, and I'm so scared of it that I will just take the scummy inside leg whenever I can, and see how I'm even like fully reflexing out. A lot of the like fully like full disengaging here. A lot of the time, I'll try to come back through for a double leg, but I'm just so stressed. Yeah, Angus punishing me here for any kind of slight mistake that I will just take my time. Yeah, manages to pick it up there. Also, in this first to 10, I am trying to legitimately do inner like resource management. I'm trying to manage my cardio because I don't have a lot to use there. Yeah, and this is just bad shield positioning. Like my shield, if my where my shield goes is kind of okay. The fact that my shield tilts is the problem. Like its location in space is fine, but my shield should be more upright. I will say though, fantastic job to my Maker Winter. The fringe looks fantastic flying around in slow-mo. And also let's bump it up to max quality and see if I can still do frame by frame as well. Nope. Dumping some shots at each other, nothing super intentional there. Looks like a pretty clean leg from Angus, but I managed to hit over the top and hit over the top again. Blocked him out. Okay. Maybe that first shot was also good here. Okay, so I believe we called it 4-2 there, but there was some conversation. So I drag. Looks like down. So a little bit of just motion there to kind of cover a step in. I stick the hand block. There's a shot here. Looks like nothing. I'm posturing, squaring out, circling. Angus throws. I come in, drag that arm slot, and I believe pick up top of body here. That kid's playing in the background. So I believe right now we are 4-2. Yeah, Angus picks up the nice kill there.
4-3.
4-3. I'm up by 1.
Sorry. So close. So close to clean body.
Yeah, it was. This is a really kind of unfortunate exchange. I feel like there were 2 moments here where had I just behaved a little bit better, been fine. Because like here, if I hadn't have been reaching like this, my follow-up shot would not have to have recoiled all the way back up, and I probably wouldn't be able to hit body here. And then we come close to the face, and then this shot here is super close. Yeah. We just barely clipped the ear there. Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
So close. So close to clean body.
And now a lot of the times Angus and I would take these kinds of shots, but we are keyed up a little bit. We do treat first to 10s a bit more competitively.
5-3.
This is a kind of a little thing that I try a lot to do is just throw a lot of sword motion to cover this kind of charge in. and try to end up left foot forward. And damn, dude, look at this fucking beef boy got hops. Okay, I'm gonna turn the quality down just a tick because it is kind of lagging whenever I try to go frame by frame. But I like this. I like this a lot. I feel like it is still too much overall motion, but I like that I'm throwing a lot of movement and I'm using it to cover my step in. And yeah, I get this nice left foot forward over the top shot here, and actually catch a little bit of airtime, which for a big giant
5-3, take a short break.
buster for me is impressive. So yeah, at 5-3, I called a halftime. Nah, I'm not coming to Siege. It's too much money for too little engagement for me. I would be going to spar a couple of people and don't really feel like it. I had a chance to go to a small DAG event. Don't really want to hang out with a lot of people there, so next week I will be going to a fancy garden party here in town. That was kind of slops. That was kind of sloppy poppies. What happened here? So I'm throwing some motion. Yeah. You just got to be so careful in the mirrored matchup that your first shot is not sloppy or extended, because it's so easy in the mirrored matchup to where if you throw first and you're unsuccessful, look at this reach from Angus here. We are like point of the shield back behind the elbow. And I kind of even just hit hand, but there's enough force here to go through to wrist, it looks like. Yeah. Angus also picks up the arm. We'll see if I dive it. Yeah. Just dive for the reset.
I feel the same.
What are we quipping about there?
I feel the same. I feel the same.
I think we're just talking about how frustrating it is to fight each other, maybe. I think you can tell that Angus and I fight each other a lot. I was so heartbroken when Angus called light on this one, because like from the sound of it, it sounded so good. But nope, just creamed his hand really hard, and a little bit of flex got his forearm. But whatever, we pimp on. This I was pretty proud of. It's also really hard for me to throw that shot with my left hand. Also generous of, like, let's actually get real rules lawyery about this. So I am, like, shot coming in, I'm definitely dead here, right? Like, death occurs somewhere in here. So the question is, was my shot in motion? So if you look, my sword's coming right to left. Angus sticks this shot, and honestly, it's like frame close, but like I would say not in motion, beginning to be in motion and going. That is very, very, very close and very generous of Angus to let me claim that one. Surely it won't come back to bite him in the end of the fight. It was kind of sick though. Sipping on some Mr. Williams, some Madame Cola. Yep, and again, you will see me if I'm fighting you, and I start just opening with legs. It is a sign of respect. Posting high, throw into his hand, and then just the whoop. And again, a lot of people I would try to crush in on and decimate. Not Angus. I don't care if it lets him, like, take a second to, like, get set. Managed to pick up the little money there. And if you noticed, Angus here is now fighting right-handed weapon. I just don't think he had adjusted the angles for money. Bent over really far at the waist, however, it's hard for me to get that low with just my knees, so, you know, it is what it is. Alright, yeah, good motion, Nate. Good job, Squire. You get fucked up for it, though, but I like the sword motion. Yeah, clean on Angus. Yep, again, this is just, again, sign of me being gassed and scared. There is at least some intentionality here. Like, this is I think pretty good from me. I don't just throw like a blind leg here. I try to throw this little like rising upshot to just like kind of jam the radar of Angus here, and then go straight back in for that chop to the leg. Yeah. I realized that Angus had dropped this close to me. Fake high, low. Yep. 7-4.
Very light on my wrist. 8-4.
Yeah, you can hear me panting here. I try to hit him with the full moon knife hand. Angus is machine gunning high crosses. Yeah, good job, Nate. Good job. I'll give myself pretty good props for this one. Throw that dark side, transition right back into the off-time flat wrap as I'm stepping forward. Nice, clear it.
Okay, very light on my wrist. 8-4.
And so I remember being here at 8-4. I'm at 8-4. What's the worst that could happen? Angus needs 6 wins. I only need 2. Oh. Samu.
Not sure if it's 8-5 or something.
Man, I really do fucking try to walk people down a lot. Yep, there it is again. This is all fishing expedition by me. I start throwing under. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, well, if you're not going to respond to it, because he kind of just plants there, may as well, BAM! Snipe the leg. And I feel like Angus gets too locked in. He gets too locked in, tunnel visioned on the, like, top quadrant fight, especially with his gear selection. He loves this shield. He thinks it's the optimal shield for him. I kind of agree, but just because of its size, you're going to have to figure out how to block your body, or block your lower body, be able to split your attention. Okay, I'm posted. And it cleans up the double leg. 8-5 is the toss. You can see how slow I'm walking. I'm forcing myself to really take my time. At this point, by the way, we're 8-5. At this point, I'm starting to gas out. I'm in a lot of pain, and now I'm starting to get mad. I remember getting angry and frustrated here, getting to a real negative headspace. Hit him in the head. You can kind of see it from the way that I'm moving, the way that I'm throwing. I'm focusing more and more and more on to try and make it happen. The disappointment that I missed that shot there is so visceral and, like, clearly obvious. I'm just, like, tilting off the fucking edge of the world at this point. Missed the leg shot. And I believe this is also a headshot here. Okay. Angus says almost. I get very frustrated. I remember this. I remember this so clearly. I remember like Angus just like fucking walking away, and me just being like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna stand here." Like, I'm tired, man. This is near end of practice too. Yep. Hit my floating hand.
6, 8-6.
8-6. It was 8-4. Now it's 8-6. What's the worst that can happen? Yep, and again, this is me full tilt mode right now, because like if you watch, I lose the arm, bam, wrist gone, then don't even respond very well, and Angus just cleans up the weapon shot. Maybe I was calling dead on that. Either way, I don't just like how defeated I'm looking here. 8-7. And I remember now, at this point, starting to calm the fuck down. Getting back in my zone, changing my guards up a little bit, because of what I'm doing is not working. If you notice throughout the fight, I've had pretty much a very high and tight guard. And then, start of 8-7 round here. This setup I'm doing with my shield low, my sword across. This is another really common guard that I like to use. And I'm just trying to change things up now and experiment. Find something that'll work. I died again. Yeah. Angus hits me in the arm on this first shot here. Yeah. Then I hit sword. And I'm dead at this point, but again, I'm just trying to push it so far. Yeah, mindset is super important. Part of the reason why I've been doing so many first to fives and first to tens is just to find a way to have fun and relax while I'm doing it. So we're 8-8. Relax, Nate. Relax, Nate. I lost the arm there. I didn't have to, but I mean, like, you can tell that, like, I'm kind of getting more control, but I'm still so frustrated. I nailed this arm, and there's no reason to try to walk him down here. I cannot run forward faster than Angus can walk backwards. I'm just risking shit from being sloppy and pushing too hard. Philosophy to me is a much bigger word than I want to describe to what's going on here. I believe 9-9 was the call. Picks my arm. Yep. Pick the leg. At this point, it's really like, I'll take whatever Angus will give me, and he's giving me that leg. So that was the end of it there. I believe this is the shot that I was wanting to watch. Big lean, baiting my shoulder, trying to get Angus to reach for it. I even hit the ground at one point. Yeah, so I hit the ground to just try to initiate some movement. Angus does indeed reach for this, which is what I wanted. Man, I wish we had a better view of this. And it was that shot to my right arm that I'm questioning right now. I wish we had a better shot of it because I called left or right left arm gone, right hand on the glove, but it was right on the line. And like my rule for myself is that if I have to think about it, I take it. And I instinctually was like, that was glove. If there was arm, it was light. Jesus fucking Christ, dude! As I walk out of it. But yeah, so we ended up 10-9. I won at 10-9. It was very close. It was very gritty. There were so many times where things could have gone differently. There were so many times where like it didn't need to be as close as it was. Like there's definitely one fight in there that Angus kind of gifted me. There's definitely a couple fights in there where I sabotaged myself. But yeah, I'll get into the philosophy question here in a second, but I'm going to try to keep this review as short as possible. It's already a half hour, 27 minutes long, so we'll chop that recording here.